Another sunny day in Weymouth, and welcome to my YouTube. Today we are going to hear one or two of Duncan's poems. Right, here we are. Now, that's Duncan with Corky before he starts his poem. He wants to try to make Corky singing first.
Corky is singing already.
Corky singing?
Aren't you, Corky?
Corky? Singing?
Sing for the camera, Rick.
Singing for the camera, boy. Oh.
Don't know if you can hear him, but he's purring away. Aren't you,
Right.
Kotu? He's a very dirty cat. If you
Dirty cat.
If you remember from our poetry last week, we called him a grub pool. And look, here are some grub pools.
Yeah, grub pools.
He's full of grub. He's gonna need a good old brush.
After Duncan read you
the poetry.
Yeah. Alright, Corky?
Okay. We'll put
down now?
Down and then we'll do some poetry.
Alright.
There you go, Rich. Right then. Oh, I'm all covered in Corky's grub now. Today, our first poem is going to be from the 2011 collection. And it's going to be called Beggars in Jakarta by Night. Right then, here we go. There's a lot of beggars in Jakarta, if you don't know. They tend to stand around, and if you drive up in the car and park, they gather around you, and it's a bit like a scene from The Walking Dead. It can be a bit scary, but here we go. Beggars in Jakarta by Night. So desperately sad, it is in their eyes, a hopeless gaze, devoid of surprise, a melancholy stare from shrunken orbs. They wait forlornly at the doors or windows of your automobile for change which you may happen to spill into their palm to keep hunger at bay, even if just for another day. But you've been told to keep shut tight those apertures that, if open, just might bring some respite to those in such need. Better just to feed your very own greed, to keep hold that pittance just for you. But think to yourself, is that what Jesus would do? Okay, that's the first poem done. And then we'll move on to the second poem. I just have to find it in my folder. Unfortunately, I've written such a lot of poems, I can't remember them all just off the top of my head. And I have so many that I want to share with you. It seems that just 2 a week is hardly enough. Let's see, can I find it? I know the one I want. It's just putting my hands on it, so here we are. This is a fairly short poem, and it's called The Newborn. And it's from my collection of poetry about bovines, bovine quadrupeds.
What does it mean?
Or I guess they could be tripeds if they've had a leg amputated. Bovines, Connie, they're like cows and things like
that explained it.
cows
properly.
and that type of animal. Right. This one is called the newborn. Right, here we go then. The newborn. Face freshly licked. Cautious. Mother looks on. Knees bent. A helping nudge. A tumble. Again. Legs spread firm. First hind, then up. Gaily prancing in a summer's meadow frolics. Behold him now, swinging by night and day. Those fine shoulders which hesitantly bore the first step, now cleaved, exposing bare the ribbed carcass, stripped of life's facade, naked, the butcher's prime display. Okay.
Finish of the day?
And that's the end of that poem about the newborn cow or calf. It's just obviously showing you how different people can view a new baby cow. Alright, so if we're just having 2 for today, that's it. But I've got plenty of others to bring to you in the future. You know, on everything from the death of an ant to the door handle and more besides. So, you know, maybe next week we'll have some more.
So, you want to say stay tuned then? Or what?
Yeah, so stay tuned for the next installment of my poetry. Oh, I've got this good one here as well.
Oh, just read it then, if you want. If it's short one.
Oh, you want me to read this one today?
Well, I don't mind if you want to read it for the viewers.
Oh, all right, we'll read this one
just
then.
Just a short one.
Okay, this one is called Lonick. Lonick is a word that I invented when I was at school back in the, 80s. And it really just describes what Lonick means. It's a very good word. I'd like you all to use Lonick in your day-to-day language, and maybe it could get into the Oxford Dictionary if everyone starts using it. So come on, Lonick. Long and straight, very narrow, of technical gait, like an arrow, angled, perpendicular, up or down, either on the wall or on the ground. A rigid grid in a linear sense could be tiny, small, huge, or immense. The defining thing of each one is the lattice structure on which it's hung, as on a sheet of graph paper, also very regular. Geometric line in 3 dimensions, made solid shape by extension, traced into form, reality, there for everyone to see. And that's it, that's Lonick. And really, we're thinking of things like it says, like lattice structures. You know those stone walls that you get, and they have those little sort of flowery shapes cut out of them, and they're all lined up, the blocks, or a trellis, all those sort of things. They're all very Lonick. They're long and they're icky. They're long. Lonick. Use it. Lonick. Use that word. I challenge you. Get it in the Oxford Dictionary.
Right.
That's it for today. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Da-da.